Today we're going to be decluttering my mom's garage, and it's not going to be one of those dramatic transformations. The reason it won't be a dramatic change is that this space belongs to two different people, and only one of those people are available to help us declutter today. But we are going to do our best to be the space makers and create some change in the space. You guys loved the first season of our Texas Declutter so much that you requested a second season. So I'm now back at my parents' home to do a second pass at decluttering the spaces from the previous series, to finish any mistakes we may have previously made, and to declutter and organize more spaces throughout their house. This is going to be a very realistic series of what you can accomplish as you continue through your declutter journey. Stay tuned. Today's episode will be very relatable if you share a space with somebody and if you've come to different points of like, I'm ready to declutter, one is not. This is a space shared by two people, but only one person is here to declutter today. Our solution for this today is just to compromise and work around it. The plan is to just declutter the stuff that is my mom's. All of this stuff here, this isn't her zone of stuff. We're just going to leave it. I think we can still create a lot of change in this garage just by going through her stuff, and she's at a point where she's really ready to declutter this stuff and let it go. So I know she's gonna feel a lot lighter. We're gonna try and go with her favorite method of speed decluttering this garage. You guys already saw us declutter this zone down here. This is her closet. We still have one more video where we're actually going to switch up the closet completely and move it to the other room like we discussed in the closet declutter video. I wanna work with the stuff that is up here as we're moving down to this section. I know there's a lot of stuff on the bottom because my mom is shorter, so her stuff tends to go on the bottom. I also see a Longaberger basket behind you guys, so I'm sure that's my mom. So we'll just see what we can do there. Let me go get the fan. We're gonna try and give ourselves 1 hour to get this done. I think that's all that we can take out here. Okay. Go.
These are my nurse bags. I don't know that I'm going to really need these except when I go to the hospital, so I really don't know how to declutter this. Is just read. I've already been through it.
These just need to be washed.
Yeah, those are washed and those are washed. Right out. Yeah. And those are good gloves.
They do plan to paint the garage, and they have a new washing machine and dryer coming, so I feel like it would be a waste of time to spend reorganizing things if they're just gonna change it. But as long as we can declutter, it's going to help that process down the road. I think it's really helpful for people whenever you have a big project like this, is just focus on one task at a time. Okay, today I'm gonna do a very quick declutter of the garage, and then in 2 weeks, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a second, more thorough declutter, and in 3 weeks, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna reorganize it, but just kind of compartmentalize each of the things that you need to do so that you're able to stay focused and do it very quickly. Right now she's going through her old nursing bag, so there's a lot of work papers, which, what is your process for this?
Scream.
The process is to scream, but we are trying to consolidate it.
Getting rid of the specific stuff for that specific department that I don't need. This bucket is down to 1.
There you go. Do you wanna? Oh, so do you not need this anymore? Because this goes in the car too. So.
Okay.
Then you can leave it in the back since you like it. Do you want to leave this bag in here just in case you might need it sometime?
A little bit from the dust. And then this.
This was the sack of trash from her work bags, and we were able to really consolidate all of that. This is now full of blankets that, oh, we need to put that in the car, right? So we can just put it by the back door.
By the door.
So now we just have the nurse bag.
$15 that never opened.
30 minutes is over. I think we did get one section of the garage done, which means we have about 2 sections left. We have this area right here, and then over here, kind of like half of the area I think is hers. 30 minutes down. Maybe we can spend 30 minutes on the section, 30 on here, or I'm not sure, but I'm putting everything on the floor. I'll take it down from the shelf so you can see that way.
This is I know it's a declutter, but those towels on the end of the those right here for him.
Well, and then why don't you grab the rest of Dirk's stuff in that HEB bag?
Really not enough room.
Well, but Mom, you're
No.
hold on.
I know.
I'll make more room, but right now we have to think
Right,
about declutter.
right.
I think it stresses people out when you think so many steps ahead.
Yeah.
Right now, just declutter.
I don't know what to do. What was in there? This
Fan. That's why I always say don't worry about it in the moment
You
because
don't-
you end up
yeah.
answering your question, but it slows you down.
You're right.
She told me I'm right. Do you want this tin for anything? Let's go.
I think it could go.
Yeah.
Recycle's right there.
This can probably
think it would be good
recycle.
here?
We're doing good. Do you want to sit on the stool and just?
No, I think I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
These, I thought once we got those, once we got all the lids, we could see if something fits something else. I think the bags kind of hinder a little bit.
Oh yeah. What about Alf? Can he go? Penny's out.
Yeah, I'll put it
Penny?
right here for, it was.
Okay.
But she tore up one.
Yeah, I remember
She
that.
tore up one,
got-
and then I found that. I found out. Okay, this is cleaning things.
Or what's this thing? And do you guys use it very well?
Oh, that's for jelly. Yes, all those jelly jars. Okay, here's some more shelf liner, which I think I'm gonna use this instead of this black stuff. A cleaning cupboard would be nice.
What about these bags shoved back here?
That's for can be recycled.
One thing that my mom has been doing that a lot of people do it, you're thinking many steps down the line of like, okay, I'm collecting dog product. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put it in the midst of your declutter, but I think that only makes the process more stressful. It takes longer. First, you have to declutter everything before you can organize it. I think that a lot of people confuse that. They try and organize all of the clutter. Just stick to decluttering. That's the only thing, because then you end up freeing up space down the road and you're like, that's perfect, I'll put my dog stuff there. Why did I waste time thinking about it? So we're trying to just keep things moving along, so don't even think about reorganizing, just think about decluttering. I've got everything from over here on the floor. I don't want to create any bigger of a pile than I have right now because I think that discourages her from doing it. It's a lot, but it's just the right amount. But we're gonna have to go take a break inside because it's so hot. One camera already overheated and this one is on the verge of doing the same thing. So we'll be back in just a minute after we all cool down. If you want to follow any of the real life suitcase designer, you can head over to the second channel that recently launched. If you want to follow along with our move or any of our international travels, head over to that channel and definitely subscribe because it is a new channel. Thanks. Okay, do you want this one? Yeah, I like that. This is for lunches, right? I do want to take a moment to acknowledge this for anyone else who might be dealing with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things in these bins that are actually from my childhood, things that I left at home that I had completely forgotten about, like a pair of glasses and just random test papers, things like that that I just kind of left with my parents. But there's also a lot of things from their parents that were left to them, some things that they maybe just weren't ready to go through at the time, or maybe they just got too many things at one time and it was just completely overwhelming, so they just tucked them away in a box. There are also some things that belong to my Nana that my mom wasn't ready to let go of before, so she just put them in a bag in the garage so that they were still close, but she didn't have to have them in her daily life. And I know that sounds kind of strange to somebody that hasn't gone through it, but I think that totally makes sense. But today she was actually ready to get rid of those things. So I just wanted to say that because these things take time, and we always emphasize this on the channel, but you can never push somebody to declutter things that they're not ready to declutter because it's going to lead to regret. So today we didn't push my mom, but she was willing and ready to let go of these things. This is the start of our declutter pile. We've got a lot going on. We have some recycling and declutter, but you can tell it's looking pretty good. To put her shoes from the previous laundry room declutter, so we just cleaned this off. We're gonna put down some paper here so we can just set her shoes here. It's not the best solution, obviously. Most of them are work shoes anyway, and being a nurse, she doesn't really want to bring all of that in the house, so when she, pulls her car in at the end of the day, she can just take off her shoes, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, we've got a fan going out here, so it's really loud, and we have the washing machine going with washing some of the stuff we're going to be donating, but this is the last shelf. I'm thinking it's going to go very quick. Let's be done with the garage and this home better. Whenever you're decluttering stuff, like we said in the Miami declutter, you have to ask yourself, like, is this something that I would give to my mother-in-law? Is this something I would give to my sister? Like, it's hard to admit when something's not in good shape and you have to trash it, because that's a lot of guilt that you have to feel of, like, why did I buy it in the first place? I wasted my money. And it selfishly makes you feel better to put it in the donation pile. But I've been finding a lot of different things during this declutter. And I'm like, this cannot be donated. I have to put it in the trash. So I know it's hard. It's like, okay, yeah, I wasted that money, but you can't just put it in the donation bin. Like, people don't always want your stuff. When stuff is gross, like, it has to go in the trash can. You cannot donate it. So decluttering is definitely not always fun. So a lot of the things I found in the garage, I realized that I could rearrange the hutch, and I could add these to the hutch instead of keeping them out here. That way we can put all of the kitchen stuff inside the house and not inside the house and in the garage. This Christmas stuff, I realized that I could actually put above the refrigerator and then add the stuff from the garage in here. So that's what I'm gonna do today to kind of wrap up the kitchen portion of this series. We're gonna add as much of the Christmas decor as possible up high. This is one of the large items that we also just found in the garage. Unfortunately, we won't be able to fit these two platters down here, but I think that's okay. We did our best with using the space that we have. So now I'm going to go ahead and just put some of these items in the boxes in the hutch. And again, on the second and third pass of declutter, they'll be able to go through and make more space, but we're just doing our best for this first declutter. This interesting thing, I don't know what it is. Okay. There we go. That goes there, and this is some cookware that they kind of use. Okay, we did it! So we were able to completely maximize their space and get all the kitchen stuff just in here. And then down here, we were able to also get like all of their nice dishware just in this area. So it's not in the garage and in the kitchen, it's all in the kitchen. And because I forgot to add this to the end of the kitchen declutter video, let's take a look at how the kitchen was before we got there, and then I'll show you what space we were able to make in here for our first round of decluttering. I would love to have that full garage transformation today, but I think it's important to remember that these real life situations happen whenever you have one person ready to declutter or one person able to and the other person not able to. You just do the best with what you've got. And today we had my mom and she was ready to declutter, so we did our best to go through everything that was hers and that she felt confident decluttering in the area. I'm really happy with the space that we were able to create. I think it's going to create so much more breathing room, and I'm excited to see what they end up doing whenever they paint and make over the space. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you again for the last 2 episodes of this series. Thanks for watching. Definitely head over to the new channel, the Suitcase Designer Vlogs. And if you're watching but you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to that channel too, because it's a different channel. All right, I will see you guys next Sunday. Have a good week.